Yo, can you see? We're good? Cool. Quick update. Let me turn this off one sec. Okay, quick update. I added 2 more spells. One of them, there was this guy in my YouTube shorts. This guy named Euphear. Right? I mean, that's the only way to pronounce that, right? He's talking shit. Saying that this is plagiarism. I responded. I embrace it. He's now in the game. It's a spell named after him. You have to say his name. Euphear. It has its own page. I'll just show you the package version real quick. Is that off? Why are there 2 editors open? No idea. I'm stupid. 5 hours sleep. GG's. Okay, one sec. Sorry. Oh, yeah, he's also on my desktop too now. Added some other stuff. Added playing offline mode so that you don't have to create a session. Like when I was packaging and the game's in Steam. I was doing a playtest, testing it, and I wasn't able to load in on my laptop while I was at work, while I wasn't connected. I was wondering, oh, you have to open the levels differently, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, music's a little loud. I need to add a slider to that on the main screen. I'll show you the spell real quick. So many spells now. Oh yeah, so I added 2. So this one, yeah, there's a little screenshot of his comment on the top right, and then there's a dunce cap, and it's pronounced Euphear. And we'll go to Hall, because that's where the sorcerers are. Thunderclap, teleport, fireball. I should have done that a little bit closer, and then I would have launched pretty well. What else? Switch up. Switch up. Sometimes this bugs out. Switch up. Really? Wait, why? Switch up. Maybe the trace was just too far. That's the only thing I can imagine right there, but recover. Euphear. Wait, too far, really? Euphear. So, that's what I think of him. Fireball. Thunderclap. Lightning bolt. United Kingdom.
Birmingham is a fucking shithole! I hate the fucking place! I fucking hate it! It's full of dickheads! I fucking hate it!
Holy light. Wait. Well, oh wait, yeah, that is what it's called. Okay, I was like, because I named it after Dark and Darker. Yeah, inspired by Majorina, obviously. It's hilarious to me having a blindingly light spell. It's just, it has to be in the game, right? So, yeah, but the name is from Dark and Darker. And then I can't use this here, but I added jump scare just because I was in the bathroom and I was like, oh wait, a jump scare would be kind of a funny spell to do. So let's do that. So we'll have one guy join, another guy search. I added a bunch of other updates so that the UI is better. It tells so that when you're refreshing or when you don't get results or whatever, we have the status bar that clearly tells you why you're not seeing results or what happened to that lobby in clear terms. It's not like, oh, failed. It tells you what's going on. So, or at least what should be going on, what I think is going on. We'll join, we'll have 2, and then I'll just cast it on myself, and then you'll see what happens. But I think it's pretty funny. It's a jump scare, basically. The point is that you're basically... Wait, oh, fuck. I have to... God damn it. Do I do that again? Yeah, fuck it. I'll talk about it while it's loading. That'll work. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, but the point is you cast a spell on someone and there's no visual indicator or anything that they've been marked or they've been hit or that you missed. There's nothing. So you could bait it if you want. But they've been marked if you hit it sometime after. Oh yeah, I need to update the time now. But for now it's like 3 to 6 seconds. Very tiny range. Sometime after, they will get jump scared. And a video will play and they'll get jump scared really quick. It doesn't interfere with their UI, it doesn't fuck up controllers or anything. And it should scare them. And I think that's hilarious. So, it's in the game. Okay. Alright, we're on the same team now. Yeah, I'll show you. Jump scare. Jump scare. Like that. See, it's nothing crazy. It's not an amazing jump scare. I just took existing assets that I had and said, fuck it, what can I do to get this end goal? And then same thing, vice versa can go, jump scare. See, and then, oh yeah, and then there are different little sounds, but I had my tonsils taken out, so I thought I could make a deeper sound with my throat, but if I go, it's high pitch. Like, I'm not gonna, oh, what was it? It's like that. Like, I don't normally make that sound. I used to be able to make like a deeper sound, but my tonsils are gone now, so they've been gone for like a month. I can't make the sound anymore. There was like this high pitch hissing sound earlier. It was really weird. Doesn't matter, but whatever. So we got this guy who's being disingenuous and dishonest. So he's in the game now. What happens basically is standard little hit scan trace type spell. So we just do a trace from our character to straight out. We check to see if it hit. If it hit something, did it hit a player? So 1, did we hit? And I don't know why this would move, but whatever. Did we hit and is it a player? Really, it's also, is it an NPC? That works too. And then we say, hey dude, do your logic. Because the player himself, it makes more sense for him to do the spawning and not this spawn an actor at a location and then attach it and then do other stuff. It makes more sense if it's my character tells your character through the server, I've been Eupheared. Okay, I'm not already, but now I am. So we spawn this dunce cap, and it gets bigger over time and makes that little whoop sound. I thought that was funny. It reminded me of the sorting algorithms, but then I was like, oh, that's just a slide whistle. That's fucking funny. And then we just attach it so it follows you around. I just created a socket in the skeleton, and then it just follows that around and is parented to it effectively. And then after we do that, then we have to say, hey player, go on cooldown for that spell. Because if I don't do that, then basically if the character needs to tell the server stuff, eventually the server needs to tell the player to go back on cooldown. Because if I don't, and I call the cooldown in the server event itself, then the player is not actually going on cooldown. But regardless, that's a thing that's been settled for all the other spells. The other one that is jump scare is a little crazier. There's basically a widget blueprint that I made, and I did the same thing that I did for from an online tutorial for the voice help video. So I just have this widget. It has an image. The image pulls from this material that pulls from a what do you call it? Like a video source texture, something, a media source, media player texture, and then which pulls live from a media player, which pulls from a media file. So there's like a bunch of these middlemen that are translating stuff into a material that you can finally use as an image. And then we create this blueprint, or we create this widget, and then we initiate it by saying, hey, find the source, which is just this video, rewind it, make sure it's in the beginning, but don't play it yet. And then we're going to have this min and max time. I can update this now. So I want it to be like between 15 seconds and like 2 minutes. I want it to be, you've forgotten that you've been like marked with this spell, so that it's true. It's a true jump scare. I want it. That's what I want. It just feels like I want that in the game, so it's gonna be in the game. And so we set a timer that's going to get a random range somewhere in this, a random value in this range, and we're gonna wait. And then once it finishes, then we call play jump scare. That plays the video and starts it, and then shows it, so that you don't get like it starts and then there's a black screen and then it becomes visible and then it's a black screen and then no. We get around that by creating it and then waiting and then playing. So the second I play, I make sure it's visible and then I play the sound at the same time, which is just the sound cue that I have. I just went basically, or like see, that's the high pitch. I normally don't make that sound. It used to be deeper, but no tonsils, I guess. And so I went into Audacity and I just pitched it down a little bit and then went into here, made a sound cue, boom, we play that just in the player's audio so that other people don't hear it. That'd be funny. And then like, yeah, you could kind of sneak it if you said it and someone wasn't paying attention and then 2 minutes later he gets jump scared. Oh, that would be hilarious. and then we hide the video once it's finished. Well, how do we do that? There's no on end. However, there is a feature with these media players where you can do you can just type an end, and there are these different binds that happen. So there's an event, or, well, I guess that's what you say. It's like this node says that when the media player finishes playing whatever its media is, then it will call whatever event is bound to this delegate, right? And so once the video ended, all we want to do is hide it when the video ends. But we don't want to destroy the widget, because if we destroy the widget and then we create it again, it just makes more sense for it to just exist already. And so what will happen is the character will do a trace, check to see if he hits somebody. So all he does is say, hey, can we cast a spell? Okay. Hey, Mr. Server, do a trace. Okay, we hit somebody. Okay. Tell that guy to execute the logic on his end. We don't want to do it in ours. We want to tell him to do it. Cool. Okay. So what does that actually, what actually happens? Well, we do it through an interface so that I don't take an actor from this trace function that I have that just returns the hit actor. I don't want to have to cast that. That's pretty expensive, or at least can be expensive. We'll just do an interface. So we're basically just calling a function inside that actor. And then we use that to say, hey, the server is now telling you to tell yourself, owning client, do the logic. Well, how do we do it? Well, if it's the first time you've been scared on the game, you've been jump scared, create the widget, add it. I just put it in front of everything so that even if you're in the settings menu, you still get jump scared. It's hilarious. I'm just doing that. And then we initiate it, which is the waiting. And eventually it plays, and then it hides. And then we're back to nothing. We're back. We're good. And we're not focusing the widget either. We're not changing. We're not showing the cursor. None of that. So it's not fucking with any of the input or anything as far as I can tell. And then, but if you already have it, you're getting scared for the second or later time in the game. Oh, I just wanted to do a deep breath for a sec. That felt good. Then we just initiate the timer again. It gets a random value and waits, and then boom. That's it. So pretty easy, basically. Just 2 more hit scan type functions. So there are a lot of spells now. Oh, there's also an alias retard. You can just call retard, because I think that guy's a retard, to be honest. I don't think he's behaving in a genuine way. I think he's just stupid or just dishonest or AI, and I got fucking baited. It's just, yeah. So, isn't that the name? Yeah, Euphear. Yeah, see? United Kingdom. United Kingdom.
Just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because I live in a shithole! You know what I mean?
Switch up. Fireball. Oh, I thought he used it for a second. Crunch. Teleport. Lightning bolt. Fireball. Cool. So that's basically it. I added some other aliases too, just because I was looking through things that people might find fun and things that people have found fun in really the only voice game like this where you can cast spells with your voice. I mean, literally go on YouTube, go here, and then type in voice spell casting. Actually, I don't want to do that on this because I don't want to lose this page, because I've been listening to this Undertale song. It's really, really good. It's all Majorina. It's all Majorina. I don't know what these are. What is this? Even then, these are still just the VTuber animations over there. It's still, except, I mean, Skyrim, but it's all Majorina. That's what it all is. And so, yeah, there's Yap Yap. Yeah, there's Curse Companions. There are a couple other games like that, but there aren't really many. So, I was trying to get feedback just to, like, I'm making this game because I want to, one, learn how to make stuff that's just in my mind. I want to just embrace my thoughts in my head, whether that's from looking at other media and then having an idea, or seeing something and being like, oh, I want that. Or I'm on the toilet and I'm just thinking, like right now, if we open up the next stuff, I was on the toilet and I was like, wait, I could have a spell and I could add the phonetic, the pronunciation for Mike Tyson, but make it lisp style, so it's like Mike Tyson. And you have to say Mike Tython, so Tython, Thon. And then it switches your character's materials you become black because you're Mike Tyson, and then it changes the color of your stuff so it's as close to, well, I mean, I guess you'd be shirtless, right? So it would just be like a black robe and stuff, and I'd probably black out the belt and whatnot so you can't see that anymore because it's part of the character's mesh itself, so I can't just remove it. And then the pants would switch to either shorts or they might still have to be long, but that's still not too bad. It would just be like even if you go back and watch old Mike Tyson's training footage, he has long pants a lot of the time, really close, tight, and then, well, sometimes it depends. And then he's on the big bag with a whole bunch of space around it and cuss in the background. I used to do some boxing stuff, and so I've seen a lot of stuff. But it would be cool to have like a 10-second burst mode. It's like not Hero in Minecraft. I've played a little bit of Smash Bros, not much, but like any of the characters where your Smash Ball gives you like 10 seconds of this other phase. It might be cool to have a spell like that where for 10 seconds you're over here just casting Fireball as a wizard against a Warlock, and then he says Mike Tyson or I broke my back, spinal, something like that. And then he gets a little faster. And then the animations are legitimate boxing animations. And you're being punched, just like United Kingdom, but stabbed. The fists now have collision volumes on them that when they hit you, do damage. And I don't know. I think that would be hilarious. But so I don't know what the hell I was talking about, but oh, so I was, fuck, what was it? Oh, it was, also I have to pay tribute to Majorina, so there's not a page for it, but just so it doesn't clutter the book, but if you say Majorina in the game, then occasionally it'll say something nice about the game. I was making this, and then went to work, and then at work I saw this guy's comment. It was right when I got back, and I was responding to it. And then it said network error because I think I typed too much on my phone. It was significantly more than that. And then I saw that. And then I had to finish up the rest of the spell because it took just a second. But, oh, what was it? It was, okay, wind outside. Oh, I was looking in the community hub for Majorina just to see what things people enjoy about the games. How I go about this is I find stuff that's already in my head or stuff that I've already seen and I want to put in the game. And I want to just be able to make whatever I want. So like if I wanted, like I was going to make a Bankai from, hold. I watched like 30 episodes a long time ago and then went on to better stuff. From Bleach. No, it's probably more, maybe 50 episodes of Bleach, and I was gonna do big boy ability and then have a sword and then have it like rip through the world or something, or do some big horizontal slash that spans basically like a big rectangular prism that would go a distance and damage anybody in that. Then it just doesn't feel like I want that immediately in the game. It's not one of the things that I'm like, oh shit. Like Jumpscare was an oh shit. I was walking to do my laundry and then I was thinking, oh shit, that would be cool. And then I was looking up what decent jump scares look like, and normally it's something coming out at you, not just a sound, because this game's loud. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of spells and voices and shit. It's not going to be creepy quiet and then bam, it gets you. It's going to be something needs to break the mold. There's a lot of mold to break because shit's loud. So jump scare. But I was looking, and other people were clipping moments of them using other words that were funny instead of the default spells, and I thought that was funny. So I think I'm going to add some default words that are just aliases that aren't on the spell pages, but are just other ways that you can cast the same spell. Like Bumbleclot for Fireball is just hilarious. Like that just has to be in the game. It's funny. I didn't think of that. I just saw it in the community hub and I'm like, okay, that's hilarious. I have to put that in as like an actual feature. That just sounds funny. But normally I don't go and I'm looking for like people. I'm not doing this for money or popularity or like what do people want in the game? The hard part is figuring out what I want in the game. And I've added a lot of fucking spells. I mean, there are basically, minus the aliases, we've got retard, Biden blast, bumbleclot, but that's it. There are 31 separate words right now. So that means that there are 28 actual spells. Granted, 4 of them are light, spawn, vanish, return, go, but still 24 more spells beyond just light. So there are 25 separate spells in the game. And I don't know what I want. I want to, like, I'm waiting so that I can playtest this more with my buddies and then and just do like a real play session to see what is missing, because I haven't like I can go in here and just play solo and it's enjoyable, but I don't get the full experience because all I can do is fight the enemies that exist and I can't capture the objectives or figure out any of the bugs that would be happening that I just don't expect. So I'm not sure. Part of me like respects when people put things out as early access, but I kind of want to I want to move on to other projects that are, for me, closer to what I actually want to do, which is VR, and push the boundaries of the VR space and not be, oh, another VR game's coming out. Great, they threw 3 people at it and it turns out to be this shit game and it's this tiny little subset of a studio and it turns out to be junk and people see it on a big trailer and they're like, oh, it's a VR game, really? I want to change that so that, oh shit, it's a VR game. Or, I don't know, I want to build a better reputation for it. Not for VR, but for what VR can be, the type of VR stuff. I want to do it the right way. And so that's next. So I don't want to spend too much time. Like, I don't want to fucking maintain this game for another 3 months and keep adding. Like, I can add stuff really quickly. And it took a couple hours from no ideas to adding these spells and wrapping up the other stuff. So I can add stuff quick and it's fully fleshed out. Excuse me. No bugs from what I can tell. I fixed any of the stuff that popped up. I mean, every time I have stuff like this, I mean, how many commits just from those? And basically 10 separate commits over 8 hours. So, and I've already been working on this for more than 8 hours today. So, minus like maybe 1 hour-ish. So, oh my god, it's 1 o'clock already? Okay, I gotta go to sleep. I was catching up with my buddy. I haven't talked to him in a while yesterday, and I only had 5 hours of sleep, so I'm not functioning well, but functioning okay. So, I don't know, I think I just have to play with buddies and figure out if there's anything missing, because I don't know how I'm not worried about, oh, the game loop or whatever, but I don't want to just put a product out and then it be crap. So I want to play it and then get the experience. And then if I say, oh yeah, I would play this, then ship it and ship it out like, what is it? It's not Sid Meier's, it's old pirate game. It's I downloaded it on my laptop a while ago. It looks almost like these. Is it this one? Ooh, excuse me. What I say? Excuse me. No, it wasn't sword fighting. You could board ships. You'd have to jump over barrels and stuff. I played it with this older guy in my family a long time ago. Not really a grandpa, not really like a great uncle. Right. It's not just pirates, I don't think. No. They used the word crafty a lot because it looks like, I don't think it's this. No, because there are towns on this. There weren't. Well, I guess there were. Fuck. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But how was I talking about? What was I talking about pirate games for, bro? Oh, releasing it, just boom. The game's good. It's fun. People enjoy it. They don't, whatever. They play it, whatever. But it's fleshed out. It's done. It's not huge, but it's done. And you could add more stuff, some scope creep action, but it's done. There's nothing to oh, the fireball doesn't work. Oh, this doesn't. No, no, it works. The multiplayer is good. No issues with that. It's nice. I have all these different cases handled where if you're finding a game, by default it'll search and appear the results, and it'll say, oh, you're searching, and it'll give you this little prompt showing you, hey, chill out, you can't click this, you can't spam this while this is going on. Just wait. That way you don't duplicate servers and have them appear multiple times. But then if you found servers but then left and then came back and then were trying to join that server, it does another check to make sure that it still appears in the browser and it's still a valid server. If it doesn't, it gives you this message because it's closed. Or if it is there, but the property in the game that is started is true, well, now it's been started. The game's already been started, so you gotta go and find another one too, and it'll prompt you to just try and join another or refresh. And then, or if there are just no servers found at all, then to refresh again or wait or whatever, stuff like that. So there aren't any cases where the logic just ends and there's nothing, or it's failed, or it's this. It's at least all predictable. I think I've handled all the cases. So when I was on my laptop and I was doing the playtest, because we have playtest and then standalone one, but it's not out yet, obviously. And it worked. I was able to connect Steam to Steam, 2 separate accounts. I gave a key. I've redeemed the key on my other account. Boom. Good. Solid. But I need to test that with people who are far away and make sure everything is fully kosher. And then maybe add some other language support or something. So I basically would just go in and to my speech recognition, just add in a bunch of other words that are alternatives that I can. Oh, jumpscare shouldn't be so easy to cast. It's too easy. It's gonna misfire. There aren't too many words that are like that. Jump scare. There really aren't any words that rhyme like that. But you could have all these other language words, and they all end up calling the same functions. It's just the Russian version or the Spanish version or whatever. And maybe there's a better way of doing this too. I'm not sure. But you could have like I don't know. Maybe a way that either one switch or some sort of intermediate filter. I still don't think that would be better though, because I don't think there's not like a way that I can just pull this out and tell what language it is. Right? I mean, there's language. Get current. Oh, that's get. Oh, I could do that, huh? Let's see what that looks like. Get current language. Thank you, whoever programmed this. Okay. Let's see if this is a thing. Well, I guess that works. It's fine. Cute. Okay, let's see if this works. Do full screen. Oops. Oh, yeah, English. Okay. So actually, I could do that then. So we could have an intermediate filter that is a. Well, I wonder what it would get that from. I wonder if it's something it's reading about Windows, and there's like a deeper plugin or just deeper. It's Kismet, so I think it's built in Unreal. That's their first, like the first Blueprint stuff. I think it used to be called Kismet. And if it's digging deeper, then that's solid. But if it's relying on any settings in the game itself, I don't have any other language settings. There's no like toggle to switch to Spanish or Russian or whatever. That would be cool, and I would enjoy adding that stuff. But I don't know. But okay, so I could totally do that. So I could switch on that and then say, hey, what language are we? Or we could just do that one time, actually. We could have one variable that just determines which of the switches we use. And each one has its own separate connections to the same functions, or it's their own. Probably makes sense to connect the pins the same way, honestly. I mean, that just makes sense. But it's more convenient here instead of having copies of all of these. But I could do that too for readability purposes, but then just more places where errors could happen. So I think I would keep it. It would just be like 4 different languages, we'll just say. 4 different switch scenarios. 31 of this language, 31 in another language, etc. And then connect them all up, and then boom. You just speak, And there's no like, oh, you have to do a setting for the language. You have to click this or this. No, it just gets it. Or you could, I mean, I could even have the speech recognition. I could do whatever. I mean, I could have a thing where you literally talk to the game and then either speak a word and it, well, no, I guess you could just say the language, or you could say, well, I don't know. But point is, I could do that. I don't know why I was talking about that just now, but I need to figure out what the main stuff is. See if there's anything else missing besides just more spells. And then if it's just more spells, I'll add some more spells. The multiplayer is good to go, and then boom. But if there's some other shit going on, I need to do that. So in the meantime, I haven't had buddies who are available to help test stuff, so I've just been making more content. Fuck it. But I think that's kind of it for now, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes switch up is a little wonky. I think it's the trace distance. I think that's what it is. Sometimes it gets super laggy in editor. Like, it's never, ever this laggy in game. Like, it's not. It runs it way better, but switch up. See, like that runs fine. The traces look good when you visualize them. So, whatever. That's it. Maybe Mike Tyson next. Not sure. I kind of wanted to do a spider climb thing too. See if I can experiment with the what do they call it? The walking height. It's called. It's not step height. It's, what is it called? It's angle. It's like the highest, how vertical a surface can be for us walking. Yeah, walkable floor angle. Yeah, see? So we could have 90 degrees. Does that mean you can walk up the wall straight up? If it's 90, if it's 0, 90, right? Does that mean you can walk up a wall like this? Let's find out. We're gonna walk up a tree, maybe. Teleport. Oh shit! Wait. No, never mind. I'm burned. Wait. No, it's just a. Wait, what the fuck? Is it? Or is it a jump bug? I don't know what's happening there. Okay, that is. Maybe I just need to fuck around and start bug testing. What the, I don't actually know what's going on there. Is it just a walking thing? Like when I walk in, it is. It's like when I'm just walking over the certain spot, certain place, it kind of launches me up. Okay, I guess I fucked up when I made the collisions for that. So that one has two things coming out and then it's straight. Let me go find that mesh real quick. So I remade all the collisions for all of the trees. Oh yeah, I don't. It's gotta be generic trees. No, it's birch. No. Oh yeah, because the birch are the tiny ones. Oh, pine. Oh, it's this one. It is. Pigeon. I mean, it looks decent. No. I mean, there are some parts where you're able to walk just into the mesh, and I guess that's the issue. Not super sure. I mean, it looks pretty crisp, but I guess I'll probably have another phase where I go in and increase these collisions. Well, I don't know. There's like a mix of it being too bad. Like, there's not really a way for me to really accurately, without it being expensive, line this up. Like, I could have 4 rectangles basically, or 5. 1, 2, 3, right? No, it is 4. Huh? 1, 2. Yeah, it is 4. It's just they're spaced weird. 4 rectangular prisms that are going inward, but then there's always going to be that little gap there. You could have overhang, but then it feels weird when you hit the overhang. So it's just take a lot of care to make sure they line up perfect. And I think a sphere is just a better solution. But I guess not, because if you're walking up the oh, I guess it's probably a step height thing then, no? Like if we just resume this back to what we were on 60. That way when you get on branches that are up high and they're kind of like this, you can still walk up the branch and not be stuck just there and not able to actually use the tree. Yo, teleport. Okay. So it looks like it was a step height thing where we were walking Yeah, so I'm not getting launched up or anything like that anymore. I'll go back to the same spot that was troublesome. I'm not getting it anymore no matter what I do. So, okay, it must have been a step height thing where the collision is here and I'm walking, and the point is that it's letting me walk higher than normal. There's like a snapping area where it snaps me up a little higher. And I'm not going super high, it's just that one of the branches was lower than the other, so it looked like I was going all the way up here, but I'm only going up to here. So, interesting. Okay. I don't think I did anything, huh? Not really. Nothing that I actually want to change. Oh, well, I'll just delete the changes and then re-add the updated timings for a jump scare. I don't know what else I fucked up. So I'll just delete the changes and then go to sleep now. And then tomorrow, either Mike Tyson or playtesting and then figuring out. I want to figure out what the other big system bugs are, if any. That way, when I release it, it's crisp. So it's not perfect. It's not great shit, but it's at least crisp shit. It's not like slimy. So okay, bye bye. That's today's work.